promote a buying of art culture in Kenya and indeed East Africa, Ramoma put together an exhibition of world-renowned African artists for you and I to appreciate and maybe even buy their art. I'm Samantha and I present to you the Collectors and Collections exhibition. The Collectors Collections exhibition was conceptualized to cater for the growing interest in African art, as well as an increasing awareness for the possibility of art collection as an investment. The exhibition is a showcase of some of the artists that Ramoma represents, and artists whose work is being collected both nationally and internationally. First, there's the more figurative pieces that are more representational of real life, scenery and objects. There's the much loved abstract section and is more representational in line, form and color. Finally, there's the section on what Ramoma does best, showcase some upcoming artists. A fairly young but established artist is Alan Githuka. He's a small-scale milk farmer and is from Getcha, which is a well-known place for their artistic talent.
This is one of the many slums we have in Kenya, like Kibera, Mathare, Korogosho, and I was actually depicting this kind of slum on the canvas. So I was putting the congestion and the hygienic,
He uses oil on canvas, whose color and technique is an example of an artist finding his own language, a clear sign of an inspired artist.
Beauty in painting is what you put in the canvas. Colors, the idea, and the theme. Color mixing would come number one. And then your idea comes number two. Then you'll have this kind of inspiration. You go from realistic to expressionist to abstract, semi-abstract, all that kind of work.
His most eye-catching piece is Human Race, a very poignant painting. He let us know his inspiration behind it.
My inspiration first comes from God. He created the world, He gave all the colors, everything on the inspiration. Then comes to traveling. I like to travel, I like to read books, art magazines, art books. That's where I get my inspirations from.
A well-known artist on the Kenyan scene is Sudanese-born El Taib. His recent work has been a move away from focusing on portraits to embracing the full figure as illustrated in his two beautiful pieces.
I'm fascinating with the human figures. Yeah, I use model life figures. I do a lot of nude and yeah, I got a lot of kind of inspiration. And again, I'm trying to, work and, using my materials or my media through the, the canvas space and again also the figure.
El Taib's work hangs in galleries all over the world and recognition spans 5 continents. We looked at the evolution of this artist.
I studied art in Khartoum, in Sudan. I finished my School of Art, Bachelor in Textile Design, and I came to Kenya '97. Yeah, I start show my work here around even East Africa and also in Europe, in Italy, the UK, France and Germany.
Textile design is a big part of his work as an artist, and this is seen in his paintings with the apparent use of batik to add depth and texture to his paintings.
I think this is a long time using fabric on my paintings and time of selfies and texture and again I think I'm very close to this kind of material because I'm doing textile design for Kikromeo beside that, and I think I love materials. And also, I need to have depth in my work also. Types of textures, colorness, and again also some decoration or some details with that. And I work on the material, on top of the material, with some kind of print sometimes, or also a brush stroke to get this kind of depth.
The two pieces showcased are starkly different in terms of the color palette used, but the same warmth, depth, and texture are undeniable.
I saw many times on different places, this kind of sunset, it has really fantastic kind of colors. Mixing with the warm, the orange, and something with the red, it needs to be catchy, and it needs to be, somewhere, I've been catched by that,
We talked to El Taib on his passion for art and growth over the years.
Since I'm young, I grew up with this kind of feeling, very strong feeling, with collecting colors, collecting items like stones, bones, and all this kind of color stuff like papers and all this sweet, what we call decoration rubbish, something like that. And I bring a lot of kind of things to my home.
The Collector's Collections exhibition is a mixture of paintings, sculpture, and figures that represents Africa's wide and blessed artistic fraternity. Artists such as Wanyu Brush, who won a national government commendation for his painting, and he is the first and only painter to do so. He is just a representation of East Africa's artistic genius. At this exhibition is some of Kenya's most promising and prominent artists, and it's up to you and I to show our support. I urge each and every one of us to come to this exhibition that runs until the 28th of April. Join me on Art Galore next week for so much more.